Hello friends, welcome to Parts of Speech Chapter 4. In this chapter we are going to look into what are parts of speech. So parts of speech. Well, words are divided into different types called parts of speech according to the work they do in a sentence. Now the parts of speech are 8 in number. First one is noun, second is adjective, third one is pronoun, fourth is verb, fifth is adverb, sixth is preposition, seventh is conjunction, and the eighth one is interjection. Now, we are going to talk about what is a noun. Well, a noun can be the name of a person, place, or a thing. Now we are going to look into examples of noun. For example, in a sentence, the sun shines bright. Sun over here is an example of a noun. For example, in a sentence, my name is Yuvain. Yuvain is an example of a noun. Next, we are going to talk about what is an adjective. So, So, an adjective is a word which is used to describe a person, place, or thing and add something to the meaning of a noun. Now we are going to look into the examples of an adjective. For example, in a sentence, he is a brave boy. In this, brave is the example of an adjective. For example, in the sentence, it was the grey hat. Grey over here is an example of an adjective. Next, we are going to look into what is a pronoun. Well, a pronoun is a word used instead of a noun. Now we are going to look into the examples of a pronoun. For example, in a sentence, he is a nice boy. He over here is an example of a pronoun. Now, in a sentence, J is absent because he is ill. So he has been used in place of J. So he over here is an example of a pronoun. Next, we are going to look into what is a verb. Well, a verb is a word used to express an action or state. For example, John walks in the morning. So, walks here is an example of a verb. For example, iron and copper are useful metals. So are over here is an example of a verb. Next we are going to talk about what is an adverb. Well, adverb is used to add something to the meaning of a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. For example, in a sentence, he worked the sum quickly. So quickly over here is an example of an adverb. For example, in a sentence, this flower is very beautiful. So very over here is an example of an adverb. For example, in the sentence, she pronounced the word quite correctly. So correctly over here is an example of an adverb. Now next we are going to talk about what is a preposition. Well, prepositions are words that tell you where something is located or positioned compared to something else. For example, there is a cow in the garden. So in this case is an example of a preposition. For example, in a sentence, a dog sat under a tree. So under in this case is an example of a preposition. Now we are going to look into what is a conjunction. So it is used to join words or sentences. Now we are going to look into the examples of a conjunction. For example, in a sentence, she bought a shirt and a book. So and in this case is an example of a conjunction. For example, in a sentence, I saw him while I was driving my car. So while in this case is an example of a conjunction. Next, we are going to look into what is an interjection. So interjection are words which expresses some certain feeling. For example, hurrah, we have won the game. So hurrah in this case is an example of an interjection. Thanks.